A woman has been arrested after police say she fired shots at her ex-boyfriend on I-240 earlier this month. Constance Barr is charged with 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder. According to court documents on February 2nd, Barr's ex-boyfriend said she followed him on the road before firing shots at his car on the interstate. No one was hurt. Barr is expected in court on Monday.
So y'all just heard that small clip right there, and shout out to Black Phoenix for tagging me in the post. And this is another ggtales video. I haven't done one in a couple days, so here we go again. So you heard that little small clip right there, and it was very short, but it was one part in there that they left out, but I'm gonna go ahead and read the article so you can get that next part. It says a woman has been arrested after she is accused of firing shots at her ex-boyfriend on the I-240 earlier this month. Constance Barr, age 32, has been charged with 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder, according to court documents. On February 2nd, Barr's ex-boyfriend said she followed him on the road before firing shots at his car on the interstate. Barr's ex-boyfriend and another occupant were inside the vehicle. After exiting on the interstate, Barr continued to pursue her ex-boyfriend's car. The ex-boyfriend got out of his car to confront Barr about the shooting, and the two became physically involved. Court records said the ex-boyfriend managed to disarm Barr, but she produced another gun and started firing shots again. That's when he fled the scene, according to police. No one was injured, and Barr is expected to report in court on Monday. Now, I noticed in this article, it didn't mention the motive as to why she did it. They didn't even say who was the other occupant in the car. We don't know if it was another male in the car or another woman. But let's just hypothetically say it could have been another woman. How much you want to bet that she's upset that he's probably moved on to someone else? Because notice that it said that she is his ex. They referenced this guy as the ex-boyfriend, which means these two are not together. So I wouldn't be surprised if this guy broke up with her. He probably saw how crazy she was, and she's proven it right here, and said, I need to get away from her. And she couldn't get away from him, and she probably started stalking him, and it got to this point because it didn't give a motive as to why she did it. It just says that that was her ex, and he was her ex. So they weren't together. It's not like they were together and this just happened to, go the way that it did, because they didn't specify him as being a current boyfriend. And they said it was another occupant in the car. It could have been someone he moved on to away from her, and she got jealous, and this is what it led to. That's just my assumption, because they haven't gone into detail as to why this happened. But she is most definitely a strag for doing this. And she must be a weak shot, because they said no one got injured. And she's firing all these shots and not one bullet even hit him. So she is just a terrible shot. But the scary part about it is with no one being injured, not him or the other person in the car, with her shooting as wild as she has, or as wild as she did, luckily nobody else around got hit either, because I refuse to believe it was just them three while all of this was going on. It said that it happened on the I-240, so there had to be other vehicles around when this was going on. So luckily nobody else got shot. But she's a strag in multiple regards. One, for following this dude, shooting at his car while someone else was in there. Then they said she produced another gun after the ex disarmed her. And she still ain't getting no shots in on him. Like I said, she's a weak shot. But luckily for him, that she is that weak of a shot, or weak of a shooter, I should say. I hope they give her the proper sentencing, because she's most likely going to go to jail, because she should also get public endangerment, because like I said, she was shooting in a public area where others were around and could have gotten hit. And see, in the midst of all her rage, because that's basically what she was going through, she was shooting wildly, like, and erratically, so she couldn't focus on her target. When people black out like that, they can't really focus on the target. They just go in on anybody who just might be in their path in hopes that they get their target. But yeah, this is definitely a strag in the flesh, and you can just look at her face, and like, she looks like she just does not care about what she did or what she tried to do. But I can see why the boyfriend had to get away from her, but she couldn't let him go, apparently. Like I said, this is all an assumption. They didn't go into detail as to why she did it. But the way that it looks, that it's playing out, it looks like she's just a scorned ex that is upset that the relationship was over and she couldn't get over it. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure to follow me on Twitter if you have not done so already. Have your notifications turned on, and I will talk to you in the next one.